Hi, hello, my name is Chris Palmer, and in today's video, I'd like to rediscuss a Google My Business posting strategy that is called Google My Business Posting Silos. Now, before we get into this, I want to just make sure that we're all on the same page and can understand what a silo is, okay? So, as we know, a silo will have a main page, and then generally, you'll have another supporting page and maybe another supporting page. Now, in terms of Google My Business, you can have 7 supporting pages, but a silo will take this post and link it to this post, linking to this post, all passing and creating relevance and pushing power up to the main ranking page. That is a silo. Now, in Google My Business terms, if we're looking at this as a Google My Business and we are creating a stack to pass power to it at wherever, it could be a website, a Google event, it could be, say you're at the 3 mark, say you want to pass power to your Google Maps and maybe propel yourself up another spot. Whatever the case may be, we're talking about Google My Business now. This would be an event. Why an event? Because the events you can run a little bit longer than a post. This would be a post, and this is a post. Now, I believe you can do 7 a day, but you have an event running. Now, just break down the method before I show you, and because a lot of subs were saying, Chris, I don't really understand how this works, so I wanted to better explain and break it down for everyone, okay? So, you have your main post and your events, and we are funneling and passing power up to the event. Now, this could be a main event that you're hosting, and maybe you want to rank that higher. Now, maybe all of these are passing power to this. Maybe this is not an event, but maybe this is a link to a Facebook event. Maybe this is a web page. Maybe this is a Maps listing. Whatever the case may be, we are passing power up through the posts, directing that power to a certain entity. Let's get into tactical information and actionable information. With that being said, let's say we were to create an event. So we would name our event. Now I'll go ahead and walk through this. So you have your start and your end. So after you pick your date, the next piece is going to be your event details. So you'd put in your event details, okay? Now, this is the most important part. Now, we want to either learn more or sign up. Now, we're gonna go ahead and go with sign up. Now, why is this? Because this is where you put the link. Now, this could be to anything. Now, remember, this is how we're passing the power up through. This is the most important and crucial thing, okay? So this link could go anywhere. Now, again, you could send this link either out to a Maps listing, you could send this to your website, you could send this to a Facebook events page, you could send this to another event that you're hosting that's not within the stack that we're about to create. So, in this case, I am simply going to send it out. Now, once you have published, all right, we want to start passing more power through. Now, you could come in here and do this every single day. Now, here's how you would go about it. So what I would do is I would open up a notepad or whatever you feel comfortable with, and we want to go ahead and get this share link. Copy, put it on here. Now, we know that this is the main event. This is what's passing all the power to my particular page. Where this is going, where it says sign up, it's going to my website, but that could have been a Maps listing, that could be a Facebook event, that could be anything. I hope that I have laid that out properly. I have then gathered that share link and I've put it onto a notepad. Now, the next piece is, so now we want to start creating posts. Now, these posts are acting as your supporting articles inside of your silo, but this is a GMB post silo or post stacking silo. So what would we do? Well, we're going to go ahead and create another post. Now, it could be an offer, a product, an event, what's new. Let's just do a what's new. So what we would simply do is we'd go on, we're going to grab an image, any image we want. We're going to write a post. Now, inside of this post, it should be ultra relevant to whatever you're using. It should contain a lot of keywords. my recommendation is stay within guidelines. Do not get completely insane. So we would write a post. Okay. Now, as this button that we're about to use, this button is what's going to point at the event page that we created before this. Now, for this, it's going to be learn more. And inside that link, we're going to go over here, go to our main ranking link that we just created before. And this is what we want to point power to. So we would paste that right in, and then we would publish it. Now that that is published, that is what we just created. Now we want to take this share link, right? Do you see how this is going? We're going to get this share link right here, copy it, go down here, and then our next post that we do is going to point at that share link. And now you can do this up to 7 times, I believe, and you can create, the event is going to run for a full month, passing power. You could come in here every single day and pass 7 do follow power up through continuously. And that's not saying that you don't take this initial link that you created as your event, which is pointing to whatever you want. And that's not saying you're not passing other links to this, or not linking out from your website, or whatever the case may be. Now, I hope that I've gone through this method. I've gone and did a small sample set for you to walk you through better of the process. If there's any questions, I had a lot of misunderstanding when I went through this strategy the initial time. If there's any questions, I hope I explained it a lot better. So I hope that this has helped you. If you have any questions regarding SEO, local SEO, digital marketing, Facebook ads, internet marketing, pretty much anything marketing related online, leave it in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next SEO, Google My Business, local SEO video. Have a wonderful day.